Oh. It's just you. I was worried for a moment that Leorio had come back with Gon and Killua. I would hate for them to see me in this state. Not that I don't hate you seeing me like this, of course. But you and I aren't so different, are we? We know the depths of this world's sadness. We know just how horrible life truly is. Gon and Killua have their share of pain too, don't get me wrong. But they're still just kids. Kids who shouldn't be led astray. Kids who should be protected from everything that is bad in this world. Every physical and emotional harm that can come to them, we should protect them from it. Don't you agree? Oh, I am doing more than all right. I was upset, and I decided to do some tidying up around here. It kept my mind occupied for a bit, you know? Decluttering the space kind of gave me a chance to declutter my thoughts, so to speak. And then I stumbled upon a bottle of Leorio's liquor. That's a fun little bit of alliteration, don't you think? Leorio's liquor. Leorio. I'm not saying it weird. It's a weird name. You can't not say it weird, so saying it weird is normal. You just said it differently. It's Leorio. It's Leorio. It's Lorio. Yeah, I did decide to drink a little bit of it. Okay, maybe a lot. But can you blame me? I tried to resist at first. I'm not old enough to be drinking this sort of thing. And despite the things that I do on a daily basis, there are certain rules I try to follow. Today, though, when I looked at that bottle, I don't know how to describe what I felt. I felt like I just wanted to drown in whatever feeling it could give me. Do you know what it's like to drown? I'm still alive, so I wouldn't know. But when you're underwater, you can barely see anything. You can't hear anything aside from your pulse and your heartbeat, because the water muffles everything else. You just hear this dull thrumming in your ears. You feel your heartbeat slowing down. You feel weightless. You feel like all that exists in the world, a world of darkness and silence, is you. and all of your problems are carried away by the tide. I wanted that feeling. And the more I started to feel it, the more I began to understand why some people comfort themselves with a drink. I would never do this regularly, but today I really, really needed it. I just needed something that would... Sorry, I needed something that would make the staring go away. They don't have eyes anymore. They're all gone, dead and buried. But they still stare at me sometimes. You know what I mean. You know exactly what I mean. Why do you say it like that? Like I don't think about them every single day. Like the thought of them, the memory of that sight, doesn't haunt me every day. Today it was a bad day. And it became too much to bear, so I just wanted the staring to stop. I just wanted to not be reminded of them. Just for a little bit. But of course, there is nothing that could ever make me forget. No matter how hard I try, no matter how much I want to sometimes. There is nothing in this world that could make me forget that sight. Ordinarily, I'd say you're right. I don't really want to forget. But sometimes... Do you know what it feels like to be burning from the inside out? I do. It feels like there's this scarlet fire in my veins, burning me away every time I remember my hatred and my anger. It feels like it is eating away at me, taking away pieces of me, slowly but surely, day by day, minute by minute. It is taking pieces from me. I don't want to forget them. They were wonderful. They were all so wonderful. But sometimes that fire and the screaming of my thoughts when I consider stopping, it tells me that I can't stop, that I can't rest until I have avenged them. And sometimes I just want all of that to be gone. I don't want that anymore. but I can't make it go away. Sometimes I can turn down the volume on it. I can turn down the heat just a little. Just enough that I can start to think of happier things. And then the pain and the sadness return when I think of everything that could happen if I take the happiness that I want. If I try to find some sort of peace in this world, I think of all of the ways the world could take it from me. And I hate that. But I also love it. There's a certain bittersweetness when I think of all the ways that the world could take you from me. Someone I love and care about so much. Someone I would die for. Someone I would do absolutely anything for. I like being able to be so enamored with someone. I like that there is someone in this world I can form that sort of connection to. I like not feeling alone in this world. But I hate that I know every possible way I could lose you. I hate it more than anything, I think. More than I hate the screaming and the fire. I hate that most of all. Why are you looking at me like that? You do realize that alcohol doesn't make you a liar, right? It's true that it makes you say things you wouldn't normally say, but that isn't because it changes you entirely. It numbs your inhibitions and, well, it's called liquid courage for a reason. It numbs the rational part of your brain that thinks about consequences, that thinks about all of the bad outcomes you could receive should you say what you're thinking. Some people end up saying cruel things. Some people end up hurting others because of their own stupidity. Others say things that they wish they could say normally, but they never can. Because they're afraid that their friend, the person that they've fallen in love with, will hate them for what they've said. So they stop themselves, ordinarily. But then when that fear goes away, they say it all. For instance, I say that I love you, and I think that you're the most perfect person that there ever was, or ever will be. But normally I would never say such a thing because, again, I don't want to lose you, and I fear that if I were to say these things to you, I would lose you. And you're looking at me quietly again, and you're walking closer, not saying anything, So either this is going to end in me getting punched in the jaw, or you're holding me. Why are you holding me? I didn't say to let go. I just wanted to know why. Do you just pity me, or you'll say what when I'm sober? You'll tell me that you love me. Why wouldn't you just do it now? Oh, right. There's a chance I won't remember this. And if I don't remember telling you this, then I'll continue to live in fear of losing you by telling you how I feel. But if you say it, I'll be able to say it too. And I assume that when I am no longer intoxicated to the point of my judgment being severely impaired, you'll let me kiss you too, won't you?